Now, even though I'll show you how to do this by hand, I do think that the easiest approach is going to be using Desmos. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and type this into a chart. So we'll press plus, table, and then we'll type these in. So -1, I like to press tab to go to the right, 1/3, enter, I'll go to the left with my arrow key, 0, tab, -1/3. And then we'll click this linear regression. We could pop this out if we want, we don't have to. But notice it's giving us this slope is negative and this decimal. So if you're not really comfortable with your decimal equivalents, at least we know it's not 0. We know it's not positive. And then if you wanted, you could just say, well, let's figure out which of these is it. Is it -1/3? Well, no, that's not the right decimal. Is it -2/3? Yes, it is. And those are some repeating decimals that are good to be aware of. So that makes the correct answer A, and we're done. However, if you're curious how do you do it by hand, it's good to understand that slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so it doesn't matter the order you do this as long as you're consistent. What I mean by that is you could do -1/3 minus 1/3, or I could have done, and let's show it to you, I could have done instead 1/3 minus -1/3. But once you pick an order, you got to be consistent. So because I did this one as my y2, I have to do this one as my x2 here. So 0 minus -1. So negative means they're going to stay negative. I get -2/3. You could use your calculator if you want. This becomes a plus, it's over 1. Well, anything over 1 is still its original value, so you get -2/3. In this scenario here, I instead started with the 1/3, so I have to start with the -1 in the denominator, so -0. Okay, so that gives me double negative is a plus. I get 2/3 over -1. Dividing by a negative just means that it becomes a negative value. And any of those approaches gives me A.